Had to fall back and reevaluate where I'm going. Plan B, had to re-up on my coins. Come on. Flow done got tighter, crew done got lighter. Past kinda dark, but my future's looking brighter. On the bigger things, power moves with bigger cream. Kill your self-esteem, moonwalking in your dreams. About to push it overseas. I heard them opportunities behind them locked doors. DJ Khaled got the keys. I ain't gonna pretend the day that they let me in, I'm gonna sit down at the table, break bread with my friends. And break bread in the end. She ahead in my bed, I'm ahead with the winds. Grinding to them private planes, take me anywhere. Marble floors, Basquiat everywhere. Dinner by the Eiffel, red carpet, my arrival. Left hand on the Bible, right hand in the air. The truth. The truth. The truth. The truth. Yo, we back.
Yeah,
y'all talking about
Funky Bro.
It's your boy B-Rock, TBT Radio. Y'all can follow me at TBT Brock, or you can follow my other page, Kingpin_TPSC. That stands for the plus size cowboy. It's my music page, because I do that too, people. Also, hashtag TBT Radio.
TBT.
Follow us, subscribe, YouTube, Google Play, Apple Music.
Your mama music.
Your
cousin music. Hey, we don't know that.
Anywhere you can get music at. Or podcast, we're there.
We there.
Baby make music.
I know, right?
We do it all.
All right, I'm going to pass the mic over.
It's your boy Nick at Night. Holla at your boy. You can find me at Nick at Night. That's AT, not the damn @ sign. _I.T.D. And if you didn't know, your ass better call somebody. Yes, indeed.
Damn, we had to start the day off like that. I feel good.
And we got Just Because Just Jeff.
My name's Jeff.
And you can follow me and my business page at fullmetal_defense for all your firearm and self-defense needs. You need it, so make sure you get it.
Straight up.
We shoot back.
Yeah.
Definitely shoot back.
Trying to train you shoot back.
We shoot back.
Now, we got 3 guests in here today. We're going to start with the lovely young lady to my left right here. Can you introduce yourself for us?
Patrice. And you can find me at Pandemonium722.
All right.
Welcome to be here.
All right.
Appreciate you.
All right. We're going to move on.
All right. Hey, everybody. My name is Bree. You can find me at Miss BAD3. Happy to be here as well. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Radio.
Appreciate you.
That's mine right there.
Oh. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, he just throwing that out. Okay.
You better let them know.
All right. And
Hey,
our
Jeff.
final guest.
My name's Niya. You can find me at on IG at Tenacious Me, and I'm glad to be here.
All right.
Appreciate you.
Good to have you here.
Yeah.
You notice they all sound nice, but they got some bad names. Like it's like Pandemonium and Tenacious and Miss Bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? All right, so we're gonna jump right on into it.
Before we get started, today's show is sponsored by Ray's Fish Battle. You want that good fish? Go get that Ray.
Go get that raise.
You gotta get that battle in there. Gotta get old Ray.
Stop using flour.
Stop using flour.
That bull. That was you using that bull. Only Ray, that good stuff.
Using regular cornmeal.
No, we just playing, man. Today's show being sponsored by my friend Ari Candle Collection, Bedroom Candles. Y'all go and check her out.
Bedroom
Put
boom.
up the ad on there. Get your bedroom candles, man. Nice scents. And, you know, they got a little, you know, some of the names are explicit, but you get it for adults. So, you know, she's sponsoring the food and everything today.
Got that drink?
So, appreciate it. Got a little drink in the system. So, we're going to go. All right, so, of course, everybody hearing about or have talked about the Will and Jada situation. Shout out to Will. That's my favorite actor. So, whatever.
I bet you're going to keep your wife's name out your mouth.
Look.
Don't do it. He gonna show up.
Can't even say it.
So,
He gonna show up on it.
So, we all heard about that right now, unless you're living on a rock. And one debate everybody was having, men and women, are like, They were saying he protected. Well, this is what I heard from the women. He went to protect his wife, but from the men, they saying she should have protected him because he had a lot at stake by going up on that stage.
But she didn't though.
But just the way things look,
She didn't.
you know,
'Cause
she
look-
didn't
okay.
stop him. She, you know, you were seeing smiles and, you know, and it just, now he's really getting hit with everything. And
Yeah, because he was willing to risk it all for her, and she should have. I feel like protection is on both parties, man and women. The problem is a lot of people in society feel like that protecting and providing is just on a man's part, and then, you know, it's like, well, what do the women do? And it's like take care of home, take care of the kids, and that, and but all of that, every job is based on both parties. Now, she should have protected him and kept him from, you know, doing something stupid like that.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people aren't looking at it, you know, he should have protected his woman. But then if he's crashing and burning, you know, my woman is supposed to protect me from crashing and burning. Because men, we are aggressive. And when it comes to another man, we will be aggressive towards another man. And it's a woman's job to say, nah, we ain't doing that.
All right, but here's the thing. She didn't stop him from going on the stage. Whoop-de-doo.
Okay.
All right. The problem that I have where I say she didn't protect him is her statements afterwards.
I agree.
Yeah, that
That's
was
where
worse.
I have a problem.
That was worse.
Yeah.
that was,
So
Had she stopped him from going on that stage, there wouldn't be no reason to give a statement about what happened. You see what I'm saying?
you're right,
True.
but
My
reality
woman
is
will.
she ain't gonna do it.
Yeah,
it's,
but-
it's the public eye. She ain't gonna stop him in public eye.
No,
Correct.
because I honestly don't think she loved him. I really don't think she loves him at all. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Love don't live anymore.
No, I don't think it ever did. I don't think it ever did. I'm Will Smith, and if a woman who's not, let's be honest with you, Jada is not an A-list celebrity. She's only A-list when Will Smith is around.
yep.
You're talking about somebody that gets $20 million a film. Jada has never had a leading role in a movie ever. You see what I'm saying?
Not even the B side.
That's what I'm saying. She's only as good as a supporting cast.
No shade.
Wait, I'm trying to think on the movie she done been in.
She's only been as good as
Okay.
a supporting cast.
So you can say in what's the one? Bank robbery. Set it off.
Oh, set it off.
She technically
Look at
all four of them were the leading
Exactly.
roles.
She's-
That's not a mainstream. Like, well, it
It's
is
not
to us.
a movie. It's not a movie where she's getting paid $20 million a film. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
All A-list celebrities and actors are getting paid $20 million a film. She's never had a film where she did that. She's never had a film where she was the only star. Every film they had to put a supporting cast around her.
True.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
they said Wild Wild West was his worst movie, but still look at
Still got paid $20
yeah.
million for it, so it
And the
don't even matter.
music
Right.
I don't care what
and the
nobody
music
say.
Yes.
behind it and everything.
Yes.
I don't care what
And
nobody say.
internationally,
I
he
love
made-
Wild Wild
is-
West.
Exactly.
Yes.
And they're saying that but they're comparing that to his other movies. So,
Man, listen.
you know, when it comes to that,
Let's get to it. Look, Wild Wild West gonna always be in your top 8 Will Smith movies.
well,
If it ain't,
that's
you a
what
hater.
After, so you know,
Yeah.
Top 16 maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
So can we go back
So,
to
back to-
protecting him?
the protecting thing.
Yeah, but how could she have stopped him from going up on stage?
She really can.
And did she know what he was going to do when he got up stage?
The moment
I think that's where it differs.
Because I believe that he could have approached the stage but not slapped him. He could have taken the mic and made a PSA about alopecia or something, but
Yeah.
did she know what he was going to do? Because they were laughing before, and then he took it upon himself to get up. And I'll be honest, I thought it was a joke initially.
I think we all did.
I thought they
we
were
all did.
acting, and I thought it was
Yeah.
part of the script. And
I mean,
The way I look at it, Will is the safe nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking that, you know, he probably go out there, put him in the headlock, play with him, something like that. You know, and I think that's why he didn't move. Now,
True.
you know, that couldn't be Suge Knight walking up on the stage. He
Oh, no, but-
you know, security, everybody would have ran
Right
out there.
now.
But by us being Will, everybody was just laxed. Everybody was still sitting there, and even when it happened, people were still sitting there like,
Correct.
You know,
until he returned and started swearing.
once he started doing the cussing thing, that's when everybody was like,
That's
oh,
when-
damn.
exactly.
Because old girl that was sitting next to her, she was like,
Lupita.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
see, that's
Yeah.
where I feel like the protection of Jada should have started with the after heckling.
Right.
You know, she could have like, hey babe, you know, chill out. We don't need all the cussing part. You done already done the offense.
Right.
Right.
You know, at that point, Jada could have stepped up and been like, hold up, you know.
Yep.
I felt. I too thought, because I was not watching and I heard about it. I was like, I watched it while the show was still recording. And so I was like, okay, it was a joke. But I was like, no, it wasn't a joke. I soon found out. But to be fair, I can't even say she would have known him well enough to stop him. But if I had an inkling, I would have been like, what is he doing? Because in that moment, it's apparent. Like if it was scripted, you would have told me, Will, husband, hey, there's a point in the show. I would think I would know. So when he gets up to go, in my initial mind, I would have been like, what the hell is he doing? And maybe I would have had at that moment, hey, what are you doing? Or if I could have ran up real quick and been like, I'm not sure what you're doing, or if you're upset, but sit down, we'll explain to the people later, like why you even got up out of your seat kind of thing. But that's wishful thinking if it just happened so quick. But a lot of people are like, she was laughing even after he returned back to the seat.
But is that like a nervous laugh, or is it like a ha-ha?
Right. To be
husband
fair,
just did this.
Yeah, because it could have been a nervous laugh. Like
The
what
video
hell?
I saw, she looked at Will like, boy, what you gonna do? That's the video I saw.
I saw that look, and I thought it was more so like, why are you laughing? Why are you encouraging this?
Because it did cut for a second. He was laughing, and her eyes about to roll out of her head.
Yeah.
And then it cut.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, you see him
He
walking
walking
on
up-
stage.
yeah.
So I'm like, what happened in that time? Like, did she...
I'm gonna tell you what she did. I'm gonna tell you exactly what she did.
What
She
she
looked
did?
at Will and
Tell
said,
what she
but get your ass on up.
What you gonna do?
I
See,
thought it was
that's
more-
what I'm.
Go
That's
ahead.
what I'm saying. That's not something my woman would do. You know what I'm saying? Well, maybe it was confusing because he laughed, and then you see him get up, and then it's like, oh, okay. But see, me, I'm hearing a joke that I know my wife is not gonna find funny. I know I'm not gonna find it funny neither because she's not gonna laugh. So
But-
the moment you see me get up, she can stop me.
That wasn't the only joke done that night though.
No, the other joke the night previous to that was worse.
Exactly. So
With Regina
Regina
Hall.
Yes.
That one was
Yeah.
worse.
It was.
Oh,
But
yeah,
it was-
y'all got it. Well, y'all fill me in on that later. I don't watch.
Yeah, you got to go
that
look at
all.
hers. Yeah,
I
you'll be
don't. I
like,
don't need to watch that.
Well, no, let's just look at it for what it is. Regina Hall is an actor, not an actress,
Not a comedian.
Not a comedian.
comedian.
So it was a woman telling a joke. It was fine. Chris Rock, we know what Chris Rock does. We know what he's done to careers. We know what he's done to people, especially those seats that they were sitting at are there so that the comedians can get at them. The comedian is not going to jump to the balcony and start talking about somebody in the balcony. No, you were put there in those front seats for a reason because we coming at you.
would you blame the show
No,
for that very reason what you said?
no,
Because they put them up front.
no.
I feel a good comedian doesn't have to pick on anybody in the crowd. Like, you should already have your content. I mean, your joke.
go.
That's
Here
part
we
of
go.
their, that's
but
part
your
of their
joke
job.
should
though.
land. That's to me an easy target. Like, I'm gonna pick you in the crowd and just go off.
No. But the structure of the show, they always get comedians to do that. So a comedian's job is because there's a lot of filler in the show between giving awards. So a comedian has to fill that with the people in those front rows. I mean, just think about it. You're talking about Will Smith, somebody who's known for being funny on a show. You shouldn't be,
Well, pick
prone
on
to
Will.
a joke.
So again,
Pick on
so
Will. Pick on Jada.
as a
D-List.
host of the show, knowing what she's going through, or not even that, if I'm in charge of the show and I know that it's a possibility somebody might crack a joke about it, I'm not going to sit her up front.
Right. If I go to a comedy show, I'm not. If I sit in the front row, I'm like, oh, they're gonna get me. If I get up to get
Yeah,
for
but see,
a
it's-
commission
it's
or
that
something,
known-
they are
you
gonna
know
find
it's gonna happen.
something.
Everybody that sits in that front row is getting awarded tonight. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you are the show. Understand it. You are the show. When it's time for you to come up,
Not
you-
all the time though, because if you look at other award shows, they be coming from further back when they walk down.
Those
So-
are the winners.
Those are other
Yeah,
award
those-
shows.
those- yeah.
So
But we talking about that night.
This is
I
the
don't,
Oscars.
I don't watch the Oscars.
This is the
I don't watch
Oscars.
them
No,
You know
like
what I'm
that
saying?
either.
I don't watch the Oscars.
no.
But it was about mainly him.
Okay, so at the
He was
Oscars,
like the
the main
standout.
people sit at the front.
Right, because he got actor. He got actor of the year,
Yeah,
right?
He was
because
up for-
I think the
He got the
actor of
biggest
year-
award that night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lead actor ain't that's like the biggest.
Yeah, he got the biggest
so.
actor of the year. He got the award that
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
That was the biggest award.
And-
So he's gonna be right
Makes
there,
sense.
and of course he's gonna have his family there. But the thing is, I still don't. I'm not giving that an excuse because at the end of the day, they're entertainers. They're put on the camera every day.
True,
We've
correct.
seen Jada at least try to be funny in Girls Trip. You know what I'm saying? She's not as funny as a
Look, I was sitting here thinking, I'm like, wait,
And
I said
Regina,
she-
and Regina,
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like,
right.
right. So, point of
Try.
reference, what was
Ouch.
Regina's joke about?
So basically,
Basically the same
they have
thing.
an open relationship and things like that. So
Oh, so it wasn't about her
she
hair,
was
though.
no, it wasn't about her hair. But here's the thing. Chris Rock admitted he didn't know she had alopecia, and then
whoa.
What-
Now, he's lying. Because everybody in the world knew she had alopecia way before that show.
she only spoke about it on Red Table
She only
Talk.
spoke
He
about
don't.
Red
He
Table.
don't watch.
A lot of-
I don't
a lot
watch
of
Red
people
Table
say they don't even
Talk.
watch-
I think he's saying
even
that
though they
his,
celebrities.
his handler should have
Come
told
on.
him.
Yeah, exactly. I don't care who you are.
Nobody-
You've seen something
His
about
hair-
her having alopecia. It was, matter of fact, it was on ET.
This is Chris Rock we talking
Come on,
about,
bro.
Chris
Chris
Rock.
Rock
don't-
Come
also
on, bruh.
did
This
the
is
hair
Chris
doc-
Rock.
Matter
He
of
don't
fact,
tell
it
his
was
jokes to
on the
nobody.
shade room. Come on, man.
Who black watch
Who,
ET?
who watches that?
Everybody got Instagram.
Chris
see
Rock is
Shade
never
Room.
watching the
Come
Shade
on.
Room.
No, nobody even
I
had
watch
And
ET.
nobody
regular
knew.
cable no more. You got Apple.
Nobody,
So-
neither his handler knew that he was gonna make a joke about her hair.
My thing is, Chris Rock did a documentary on hair.
He did.
Black hair.
Yeah.
He did.
And you should know
He
the
really
sensitivity
did.
of that topic in the regards to especially black
Black
women.
women.
Okay, cool.
just
So
steer
so
clear.
what was so cool? What was the embarrassing part of the joke? What was the disrespectful part of the joke?
To be honest, I say it wasn't.
It
I
wasn't-
thought it was hilarious.
It was funny.
I didn't think it was hilarious, but it's like,
I
wow,
do.
I get where he coming from.
He told her. He
Because
told.
you got to look at the record.
I got like, oh, the G.I. Jane. Oh, okay.
She didn't look like she had alopecia. She
Because
looked
I
like
didn't know
just
she
shaved
had
her head.
alopecia. I just looked at it
True.
like, oh, wow.
I didn't even know she had
didn't- I
alopecia.
didn't
So
know.
there's some theories out there that the joke kind of went twofold because one, Demi Moore was in
G.I. Jane.
G.I.
Yeah.
Jane, and she
Right.
left Bruce Willis for a younger man.
Yeah, I
I
seen
saw that.
Ashton.
I seen that.
So-
I was like, okay.
There's that, and then there's the
I ain't even-
alopecia side. Oh, okay. There's twofold, so it's kind of
Yeah,
a,
yeah. I seen
maybe a
that
double
one.
entendre, maybe not. I don't know.
Nah,
I do feel like, as far as protection, though, when he got back to his seat, like y'all said, and then the extra of, you know, cussing, keep my wife's
Yes.
name out your fucking mouth, or whatever he said. I feel like at that point, maybe, even though why were they so spaced out so far? Like,
COVID.
Yeah.
maybe at that, but they're
No, but-
spouses though.
Yeah, I
so
get
so
you, 'cause
I feel like
it was
she could have been
somebody
like,
next wheel.
Yeah, like reached
But
over.
then
I
she
would have
was
reached
over there.
over and grabbed mine.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I seen somebody sitting next to him, but then she's over there from, like,
It was
so.
like a table.
Yeah,
between-
it was
Okay.
like a
table?
one of
couch
those little.
situation.
Okay,
Slide around
I
that
got it.
table. All chairs move.
Absolutely, and she could have reached and said, "Well, this is not what we do here."
Or, if
Right.
he, or when he jumped
Right.
up, she could have jumped up and like, hey, no,
You
no.
know
You
how
know what?
black
As
mamas
much
are
control,
cut
Right.
that look.
as much control as she has over Will, I honestly think she could have just called his name and he'd have stopped.
See,
Because he was going up there for her. And when he came back with the whole keep my wife's name out your mouth, that wasn't for him. That was for her.
yeah.
And I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
We talked about this. I don't think he wanted to slap Chris. I think he wanted to slap Jada. But he can't.
Wow.
That went low. I didn't expect that part.
But
Okay.
you know what? At that point, I can see that. You can,
Not where
because
my
think about
GPS
it.
was taking
You,
us.
you
Okay.
already got your name bashed about August Alsina. You can't hit her.
See,
ass.
now
They killing him about
You
that.
just happen to be the next one in line.
And then
Yeah.
this is what bothers me about that situation. Like you said, I honestly don't think he wanted to go up there. Period.
No.
No.
But I think by everybody, oh, you let this young dude hit. They making it seem like you let this, like she cheated. When I'm like, okay, did they say they have an arrangement?
The
or
problem,
whatever?
you
So-
know what? The problem,
entanglement.
the problem is,
That's what she called it.
the real problem is Will Smith and Kanye West look alike. You can't tell me Will Smith going up there and smacking her smacking Chris Rock and then coming back down and saying, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth, don't look any different than Kanye West going up there to Taylor Swift saying Beyonce had the greatest video of all time. It looks exactly the
Kanye
same.
actually said what everybody was thinking,
that's
though.
kind of different.
That's a complete difference.
I'm pretty sure it's a lot of people that want to smack Chris Rock but don't do it, so it's no different.
Right. That's where we
Yeah.
come into self-control. So I think if Will just had sat down and said, man, cut that out from his seat, the show would have went on. There wouldn't have been all this damage and collateral,
Right.
Damage and all these.
Okay.
That's what I'm
Films
saying. He's
ending
not.
When
and-
it comes to that, I still feel like if he would have sat there, we would have got a barrage of, man, he should have got up and
Oh,
did
Red
something."
Table Talk would have been
exactly.
lit.
Because
And
if-
Red Table Talk would have been lit.
About that.
she would have said something about that.
Of course she would have, because that's all
The
she's
stuff
doing.
that she said so far, and I ain't even been watching it, but just the clips, I'm like, damn, she said that on.
She has not used Red Table Talk to talk anything positive about Will since she started it. Honestly,
Like-
I haven't heard her say anything
Yeah,
positive
I
about
haven't
Will
heard-
Smith
like, the last
ever.
thing I've heard was the one where she was saying that she didn't want to marry him. So
That's
that
even
was- I was
worse.
like, damn,
So
she
this-
said
this-
that.
That's even
Hey,
worse.
Yeah, that was
If you
pretty
can say
recent.
this on camera,
Yeah.
on your little talk show, why not get a divorce?
Because he's safe.
He has more to lose than she does.
Yeah.
He definitely has more to lose.
So
and he's losing it.
yeah.
yeah, he lost it, to be honest.
I ain't even talking about money.
Because I
I'm talking
don't
about.
from this point
just-
along.
I mean, they're dropping
don't think-
movies and everything. They put
I ain't
movies
even
on
worried about
hold
that.
and
He
all.
can bounce back from all that. I'm talking about mentally.
I don't think so.
Right. And that's what I was going to touch on. I think this whole ordeal, initially, I was like, oh, it's very nice to see a black man stand up for a black woman. Those are my initial thoughts.
Mine too.
Then I started reading more. I've never read Will's book, his
have.
autobiography. And so I think this whole ploy was him trying to reclaim his manhood.
Yeah.
Because just like you said earlier, he's the safe dude, the soft dude. I think he was just trying to flex his balls,
But
essentially.
That too.
in
You
this
know what I was
moment.
thinking about just now. But this is how you know she's not protecting him. Because that that next video came out when they were in the house.
Right.
And I want to say they was having an argument or something. They did something, but she's sitting there recording it.
Oh, the
And
one
he
when
told
was
her
telling
stop
don't put him
recording.
on the camera.
Yeah, don't put me like.
I don't know.
So it seemed like everything that
You
has
see
to do
that
with
one?
them, she's trying to
Oh
tear
wow,
it down.
she
Yeah.
was. That video showed she's the aggressor.
She is.
And she clearly wouldn't
this is
stop
after-
recording.
Yeah, this
yeah,
is
this
Yeah,
was
this,
right
this
after.
is probably like a
okay.
week
She
or so
was
after
recording
that.
him, and he was like, social
Stop
media,
recording.
that's my bread and butter. He like, can you please stop recording? And she turned around and put herself in the camera, like,
Now,
See how much progress we've
Now.
see
made?
how much progress we
Type
made.
deal.
Like he looking like,
Ouch.
now,
and I'm like, oh,
I'm gonna tie in a whole nother case of that. That's the same thing they do with Johnny D. The same thing that Johnny Depp is going through right now is the same thing that we just went through with that.
Absolutely.
It's the
Absolutely.
exact same thing.
His is worse because it got physical.
But he never hit her.
No, I understand.
But see, this is
didn't
my
he
thing.
lose a tooth and everything?
But this is
I know
my thing about him.
he got his
Lost a
finger severed.
fingertip. Yeah.
Lost a fingertip. Yeah, she
This-
threw a
this-
bottle and they cut his finger.
This is my thing. If I'm in my house for stuff I paid for, if I tell my stuff, as long as I ain't touching you or threatening to do anything to you, why should it matter? And just like he said, so I slammed a couple of cabinets, broke a couple of cabinets. So what? I'm not hitting a person.
Right.
Yeah.
That'd be the same way if we married and I get into it with her and I go punch a hole in the wall.
Right.
It's the wall. The shit can be fixed.
But I'm not surprised that since it's getting ugly or is already ugly,
Yeah.
that is something that legal counsel is probably asking her, or maybe not. Hey, has he ever acted in an aggressive way since it's turned into like a defamation type of case? What has he done? Oh, he slammed a few cabinets and he did this or he did that to make him appear a certain way. I was not there. I don't know, but it's probably helping to say, oh, he slammed a cabinet. Oh, he did this, even though he didn't hit her. And I'm glad that he slammed the cabinet and stomped his feet and tore up something.
So here's a good question. Here's a real good question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think women like Amber Heard and Jada Pinkett Smith got with men that they knew if they had the ability and the free will to act out how they do now that they got with guys that they knew weren't gonna do anything stupid to them? Because let me help you figure this out. Pac would have put Jada in her place.
Pac wouldn't have had to say nothing.
Oh,
Pac, he wouldn't have to say nothing.
First off, she
Understand that
I didn't
shit.
even try that with Pac.
ouch.
She wouldn't have tried to.
But you see what I'm saying?
You see Pac whole mentality. He made Brenda had a baby. Then when he got that rape allegation, after that, Pac cut all that out.
So do you think it's the image?
And it's like,
I think these men are making these ladies relevant.
oh, good.
Ooh.
Oh, good. Oh,
That called me
Lord.
hard.
Hold on, let me take a sip.
I mean, just like you said at the beginning, that Jada is the B list, Will is the A list. So I didn't know about her filming him, but that just keeps the topic rolling. That keeps her red table talk. Everybody's in anticipation.
Right.
I saw she put that we are trying to handle things in house, or we're not going to discuss this publicly.
Healing. She said,
Hey,
healing.
wait.
Yes, we're healing. Yes.
I still don't get that whole statement. We're not gonna put anything out in the put, but you recording,
Right.
and putting it
Yeah.
all on
So
It's just
he's
fuel
ma-
for the fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
And
that marketing. It's that.
Yes.
I honestly think, B-Rock, me and you talked about this. I honestly think what we saw was that when Will Smith went up on stage and did that on live television,
He had his breakdown.
not only was it a breakdown, I honestly think he is still competing with Tupac.
Oh,
She
Lord.
is she is still making him compete with a man that's been dead for 25 years, and why?
You know that's some strong love. If somebody you still compete with a dead guy.
Hey,
This guy been dead. And you all of a sudden letter surfacing where your daughter is saying, Tupac, please come back for mommy and me. And
Oh my
make
god!
us-
Oh my
I
god!
seen
Did
that, I
y'all
was
see
like,
that?
Is
Y'all
that
see
real?
that?
ain't,
I
but I
did.
ain't even gonna lie.
I
On
knew
that
about
day
the
right
letter.
there, he gonna know the voice papers. You can have.
Oh,
whatever
yeah,
you want
yeah.
him out the door.
I'm out the door.
Man, look.
But just like that meme said, she would have been in Tupac would have shot him.
However, that letter was from prior. That she didn't write the letter after that happened or right before.
No,
that
she
was
wrote
from
it before.
years.
No, I'm saying it was.
She
Why
wasn't
they
even
still got
thought
it?
of before Pac died.
Why you still got it?
But we can't blame Jada for that.
Yeah, you
That's
can.
on
Yeah, you
Will.
can. You
That's
can.
on
You
Will.
can.
No, you cannot.
Listen,
And y'all as men
Why you
are
still
not
got it?
but y'all as men are not going to stick around for something like that.
I'd have been gone a long time.
That's
ago.
what
Oh,
I'm
no,
saying.
you're right. No, you're right.
You
We can't blame Will.
Jada.
You're
This
absolutely right.
is all Will.
I think honestly we can blame Will for most of it because honestly, with a relationship that she had with Pac, I'd have left her then. I'd have left her a long
Now,
time
was
ago.
Pac having a relationship with her? That's always
Why
the
you
question.
tearing that
Well,
ass
okay,
up?
so but understand this. Understand this.
Tearing that ass up.
Pac can. It don't matter who she's with. Pac can have her at any time he pleases.
True.
Anytime he had that, he had that connection with her. With no matter who you with, I can still have you. And for a man who's been married to you for this many years to go on a show like The Breakfast Club, and they ask you, "Have you ever been jealous of their relationship?" And he said, "Oh God, yes." Still, he's mad
Talking
about
about Pac.
the relationship they had
Right.
still to this
But
day,
Pac
and he did.
moved on to
That's what I'm saying.
Jones.
He moved on.
Pac moved on to heaven.
Yeah.
And she-
Prior to that, though, he had already moved on and
Yeah,
to another relationship.
But see, this is
I don't
this
think
is
it
the whole
matter who
dynamic
Pac.
about relationships and about the bad guy and the nice guy and whatever the case. Pac can do whatever he want, and she will still run
right.
to Pac.
Again,
Doesn't
but
matter.
Pac would make her relevant, just like Will is making her relevant.
So you're
Yeah.
saying all the men that she's had made her relevant?
The most relevant she's been was on Different World.
Who?
She was.
And
And
Pac was
still,
out with her,
it was,
right?
but see, still, it was a
Piccolo.
supporting cast,
Piccolo.
He was support, yes.
and he was a special guest. She has never done anything where she didn't have a strong supporting
Exactly.
cast. So you can't put her in a movie by herself with a bunch of extras, and the movie is gonna be a good movie.
Like
Especially
even
now.
the movie Woo, Tommy Davidson was the star of
That's
that
what I'm
movie.
saying.
You know what I mean?
Low down dirty shame. What you call him? Will?
Yeah.
That was Keenan. But I'm talking about like on the Lord, like Woo was the.
Come on.
She's
Tommy
never
Davidson, that was his movie. She was his date.
Right.
right.
Even
You know
on
what I mean?
Fresh
And-
Prince.
but
she
even
was the girlfriend. on
Regina
that.
Hall and Queen Latifah, the girls trip.
She will.
Right.
She had Tiff. I mean,
Well,
Tiffany,
I mean,
listen, I
that
don't
came
know.
up.
Before you said it, I honestly forgot she was in it. Like I remember
Like,
Tiffany
I
had
don't
it
know.
Yeah,
over
Tiffany
Jada.
had it.
See?
Yeah.
Girls trip though was like spread out easy in my eyes because neither one of them was bigger than the other one. And that,
Well, Tiffany, that was her shine.
That was her come
Yeah,
up.
that,
Yeah, that was
her
her-
time.
that
it was her come up, but still, it
Because she was
They
the
were
one,
equal.
the unknown
yeah.
Right.
out of the four.
Yeah.
So that was her come up, but
Yeah.
nah, it is what
And
But I
she did her-
still
and
knew
she
her
did her
more
thing.
than Jada.
yeah,
So-
zip line, but it's
Okay.
so funny.
So before we wrap everything up, I want to ask the ladies, what do y'all view as a protection from a man and you protecting a man? And y'all can go whatever order y'all want to go in. But I want to always know, because we talked about it a while ago, where, you know, women looked at that as protecting Jada,
We might need a whole
but we
drink for
never
that one.
really talked about how would a woman protect a
man.
man.
Please speak up. Talking to Mike.
Be loud.
So,
proud.
as a matter of fact, we're going to start with you, Patrice.
Oh yeah, let go.
Wow.
What you got?
So, in regards to this, I think it was an image that they were protecting, not necessarily he was protecting his wife. I think Chris Rock kind of hit below the belt, but again, we say he's a comedian. And I would have preferred Will to protect in words, in bringing attention to the cause. I don't think it was alopecia is not, it's not something against you personally, right? It's just something that you have. It could be cancer and everything like that. So I would love for him to have just maintained his decorum that day and then speak about it later. I think now on the flip side, Jada should have protected her man in a sense. I'm going to stand by him, but note, this is not, this is an issue. He, Chris Rock was, below, but I'm going to stand by him and not just go silent, not take the hits.
How is it below the belt? It's alopecia. She ain't goddamn. It ain't
Right,
cancer.
but come on,
However, though, people deal with their disorders, illnesses, or occurrences with their body and their person in a different kind of way. Especially when you talk about hair with women, especially black women.
women.
So you can't really.
Wait.
I'm about to say, I'm
hold on.
fat. Should people feel sorry for
Hold
me?
on.
But that's you speaking now
But no,
on
you,
the
what
show.
you just said on top of that
So
is kind
so
of...
again, it's gonna go back to what we said earlier. Why they ain't get on Regina Hall head? Because she was making comments about their relationship.
And
No,
honestly,
that's about the relationship. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We don't talk about we don't make fun of breast cancer. We don't make fun of blindness. You're not
You know how
gonna.
many jokes they don't crack about Ray Charles?
Stevie
Steve
Wonder,
want to get it all the time.
he get it all the time.
I
On a show,
On a
though,
show,
like,
too, I
Stevie,
mean-
can you see me?
No,
If they're standing
Stevie
up,
gets it everywhere.
Get
He
it all
does.
the time.
We
They be
literally
talking
heard a joke
hair.
about
They-
Stevie
they
Wonder
talking about hair all the
yesterday.
time. Them
Like-
them half a rolls he be having. I mean cornrow. Same
since
thing.
that, okay.
What they talking about that? When the chick put Steve one on child support? He was like, what the kid white or something like that?
But again, that's where I feel like there should have been decorum in the sense that nobody is going up and punching the comedian for talking about blind. I think it should be, use that anger toward positivity. PSA, bring attention to the cause and
Be done.
right, be done. And I think Will would have come out looking sparkling, like
I like what he did.
after
Crack
because
his ass.
because now it has even the topic of alopecia has pretty much been removed from the topic. Now does he need anger management? Is he mentally sick?
You know what? And
it is
it's
shifted from the initial cause.
exactly, and based on what y'all was saying about Johnny D, that's what they're doing to Will now. They trying to make him the
The villain.
Like, oh my God, you got these. Okay, I'm gonna watch my word on that. You got these people coming out talking about, oh, I was so traumatized. You were traumatized by a slap?
Yeah, I think that's
Really?
overkill.
We sat up there and watched the man have a knee on his neck and die. For 8 minutes we watched that, and you talking about you traumatized by a damn slap.
Yeah.
I honestly,
Man,
I
hold your ass down.
also think society and people who've all paid attention to this, I think they're using that to aim their attention at comedians, and I don't think you should, because comedy is the last raw form of expression. We really can't express ourselves through our music and anything no more. So if we can't express ourselves through comedy and tell the truth about the world today, I mean, I don't feel like because cancel culture is so thick, I say the hell with cancel culture and just go out there and do what you do. I don't feel like Chris Rock did nothing wrong. Chris Rock went up there and did Chris Rock.
Chris Rock, I don't see him doing that for years.
He didn't do Chris Rock didn't do nothing wrong. I watched comedians. You ever seen TK Kirkland?
Yeah.
Oh man,
I don't see nobody saying he wrong.
Kirkland, Avery Spears.
This is what they
talk
do.
about his handicapped brother, Arnie SJ.
On SJ, and you know he.
This is what they do.
Why Ricky Smiley doing the little leave me alone?
Lil Daryl.
Come on now.
Yeah.
I don't think he can do
I mean,
Lil
we have
Daryl no
Martin,
more.
everybody,
So
right.
everybody,
So,
especially
yeah.
Martin.
I don't feel
they
like
showed the clip where Martin was telling the dude that, "Hey man, I was hearing your girl." Who you was telling her, "Yeah, you with MC Light now."
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
So I don't feel like comedians are doing anything wrong. Comedians are being
Yeah,
comedians.
that was.
They're doing what they get paid.
They're doing what they get paid to do. So I don't understand why people are, pointing the finger at them.
Okay, so
Back to your question.
we're gonna move to you, Bree.
What does protection mean to me in regards to?
How would you protect Jeff
I'm finna get
That's
on his head. So what you gonna do
what
to
I
protect
look
him?
for-
since Jeff have guns and
Right,
stuff?
well, that's what I was gonna say. So definitely physical protection. If somebody coming in the house robbing, I'm not wanting to put him in the line of fire first, but I do feel like as a man, Jeff would automatically step up to do that. However, he's also taught me how to shoot, so I am going to have his back in that
Oh,
moment.
so y'all
as
Mr.
well.
and Mrs. Smith around the house.
I
Damn
mean,
right. Yeah, damn
got
right.
the
Rambo
She
and
got
Lil
the-
Rambina. So
Yeah,
you know.
Rambina that.
John and Jane Wick.
So I do
that'll
feel
work.
like
Yeah,
it's a
that'll work.
mutual thing. Now, say if somebody calls me a bitch, I'm not gonna let Jeff go out there and just be rah 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 rah. Like it's not that deep, especially if it's somebody we don't know. I'm not gonna put him in that way for his freedom to be possibly taken as a black man, especially if it's somebody that's outside of the black race that's doing this name calling. I'm not gonna let him do that. We let it go. I'll be all right. It's not that deep. I don't know these people anyway. So to me, that's like how I would protect him back. Something that's going to keep him with me for the long haul and is not going to jeopardize his freedom or our money train. Because what he makes, we make. Or what I make, we make. So I'm not going to put that, into jeopardy. So that's my answer to y'all's question.
When she
To
said
add
that, I
on.
thought about
Brother.
Temptation. You remember when she was like, "It's showtime is my boy." He said, "Showtime is money, my money."
And so, even with what you just said, nowadays with the way everything's going, people like to shoot first.
Yes.
So it's better to keep your life and not even argue with them than sit there and go
Exactly.
back and forth.
Well, I'm big on that anyway. You can say what you want as long as you don't put your hands on them. When you put your hands on her, now you done crossed the line. So you calling her a bitch and everything like that. I'm gonna check you on it and say, listen, make sure you're not talking to my woman when you say that.
But see, I wouldn't even want him to do that because, like you said, people shoot first automatically. They
Yeah,
don't
you
know
say
how to
that,
argue with
now
words.
they trying to go up.
That's
Yeah.
cool. So that's cool. But clearly somebody that does that is somebody that probably shouldn't have a gun, period. So,
You're right.
So
But they
when
do.
that's cool. But if you do that, just understand, you don't know what it is that I do. You see what
Damn
I'm saying?
skip.
So now you done put yourself in a position to where there's a 50-50 chance you ain't walking away from this either.
Absolutely.
Okay, we're gonna change them. It's more like a 80-20.
80-20. There you go.
Yeah,
There
gonna
you
get
go.
smacked.
There you go. There you
You
go.
gonna catch the heat one way or another.
90-10. Something.
I'm trying to give him a little bit of it doubt.
Fuck him. Fuck him.
Right, fuck.
Fuck him.
Okay, and we're gonna move on to Miss Nine.
So I feel as far as protecting me, I feel like, having, I guess, empathy first. When it comes to Will in that situation that night, if he could have maybe thought first and been like, you know what, I'm gonna get you because maybe you're gonna win an award because you are the shit. So I don't even know if they know they're gonna win it, but you're up here, you're the shit. To use that as an opportunity to check Chris however he may, because it would have been less explosive as the slap. And then say, just to let you know, alopecia is this, or bring her up there with him by his side kind of thing. Now, when it comes to protecting me, I I'm going to defend, my man's honor in his absence, whether he's there or he's not there. So protecting me physically, like if somebody calls me a bitch or something like that, because of the narrative and things that have happened to our brothers, I'm not going to cut up and be like, oh, you just going to let him say that to me? You going to let him say that shit to me? I'm going to say, you know what? Fuck him.
Yeah, let
you
it
know,
go.
Because depending on where we are, if the wrong people show up and he gets even more heated, I know that that's going to affect my home life and my life, period. Or lack of thereof, depending on how people react. So I'm going to protect him. But physically, I expect my man to protect me. And also maybe mentally. Now, going a little deeper, in relationship and being married and stuff, of course, you say things you don't mean and everything. But at the end of the day, if we can come back and be like, you know what, this is some bullshit. Let's come together with that, because all we have is each other's peace. Like, just like I hear a lot of times black men saying, especially from black women, like, that's at the top of their list most times. Outside of sex and booty and all of that, they may talk a good game, but a lot of the black men say they want peace. So I want to be his peace, and I want him to be mine, whatever that looks like. But I also want you alive, and I also don't want you to have the world now attacking you. Like, right. Will, if his mental space was uncertain or whatever you want to call it prior to that, it's like now he can get on TV and he could be okay, but now it's like I got all this coming at me. The Oscar people are scrutinizing me. I'm under review. My partner, my wife, is saying things like, and to be fair, I don't know their circumstance, but just to let everybody know, I'm not one who needs protecting. Like, it all just kind of at this point, I feel bad about the situation. I feel bad for whatever they're going through, but I feel bad for Will because it's just one thing after the other. And I think at the heart of things, he wanted to protect her. But when you mentioned the book, people also have that theory about how, and he put this out there himself, that his mom and his dad, he felt bad as a kid. He had no control. It wasn't his fault, but he couldn't protect her.
Correct.
So I'm not saying that had anything, but to consider all those things that people may not know about, but now to be everybody's punching bag, like the world, not just my family, not just things I wish I could have done different, but like now everybody is like, I'm under a microscope. Like,
and that's where Jada should have protected him more. She shouldn't have added more fuel to that fire by making those videos.
Exactly.
She should have been trying to lift Will up in some kind of capacity.
Like, nobody's perfect, but like at this point he needs lifting, not any extra opinions, just all facts.
Exactly.
Like,
well, I'm gonna tell you, I support him.
United
Slap his ass
front.
again.
I support him. Well, I think
definitely
as far as I tell people, everybody want to sit back and say what they should have did in the situation that they was never in.
Slap his ass again.
You know what I
Very
mean?
true.
Think about when we watch football and people be like, man, I would have bombed it down. You don't know how it is being a quarterback in a position where you got top-notch defenders running in at you and you got to escape them. And
not only that, they 10 times taller than your ass.
yeah, they taller than you, longer arms, bigger hands, and they moving fast at you, and you got to think in a split second to accurately throw it to your receiver. You don't know how that feels.
True as
You know, so
I'm glad you said that.
please don't talk about Matt Ryan. Don't talk about Matt Ryan. He's gone, Nick.
I wasn't
He
even
is
gonna talk-
gone,
I
Nick.
wasn't even gonna talk about football.
Oh, okay.
For that same thing you just said, look at my shoes. For the exact same thing you said, for my job, everybody want to scrutinize and say what we would do in that situation. No, you won't. Because there's a lot of factors.
A lot of people ain't been in that situation.
No. Mm-hmm. So before you go in and attack somebody that you see on the news talking about, oh, he shot that person, look at the full situation first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
True.
Learn the law and see what the law say I can do and what I can't do. And
Yeah.
then you come holler at me.
Yeah. You got to look at it from all perspectives, man. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's like people, especially now with social media, everybody bold now. Everybody got an opinion. So
Yeah, they do.
some people don't need the microphone.
Come on over here. I'll tell you my address. Come on.
So too many people got an opinion right now. Well, their opinion can be heard now, and it's like, oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, but we going to wrap this up.
Say no more.
I said to people, man, protect each other, dog.
Yes.
Like,
Oh, goodness gracious. We can go on and on about this, but my head's starting to hurt. And that,
I ran out of drinks.
yeah, and then my drink low.
I ran out of drinks.
You know, we going to get out of here. True Be Told Radio, your boy B-Rock, holla at me. Follow me at the X. Y'all going to see it. Nicky Night in the Daytime.
Holla at your boy.
Follow him at the X. You know what I'm saying? Just Jeff at Full Metal Defense.
My name's Jeff.
Holla at me at that.
Yeah, hit him up at the X, man. Learn how to shoot. Learn how to defend yourself. Protect yourself.
Open your eyes.
Yeah.
Don't be shooting with one eye closed.
Miss Patrice, y'all.
Thank you.
Follow her at the X. Miss Pandemonium. Miss Bree.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes, indeed.
Bad.
That's Jeff's.
And Miss Niya.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes, indeed.
Follow her at the X.
At the ATs.
Yeah. True Be Told Radio. We're going to holler at y'all later.